Hey guys, welcome back to Sync with Sarah. You wonder where I've been. I think that should become my permanent intro. But I gave my 12 board examinations. I am officially in my college season. A really requested video was like a 12th grade commerce guide, and my 11th grade commerce guide recently hit like 30 plus K or something, which I'm super excited about. But I know for the fact that this is also a very needed video. And again, clarification, this is not a how to do well in your board examinations video. This is literally a 12th grade commerce starter pack. I will be discussing all the resources with you, all the books that you need, how to study each subject, any tips and tricks that you need to keep in mind throughout the year. I will also be talking about entrance exams like CUET, because an initial doubt I had when I entered 12th grade was, do I need to focus on any entrances, anything that I need to study? Because when do I study for it, since I'm in 12th grade right now and I need to go to college the next year? So without further ado, let's get started. So the subjects that I'll be talking about today are the subjects that I had in 12th grade. So accountancy, business studies, economics, English, and applied maths. My school offered applied maths or IP. I chose applied maths, but I'll also be talking about IP, since I know there are many people who are studying IP and I have friends who took IP. Okay, let's begin with what you need to study, and there are books. So for accountancy, your school probably already asked you to buy NCRT, but I personally think NCRT is useless. It does not have a huge variety of questions, so you definitely need to buy reference books. So you can get any reference book, DK Goel, SC Sharma. I know there are many out there, so whatever your tutor or your teacher recommends. I purchased DK Goel this year. In 11th, I had purchased SC Sharma, but I realized DK Goel has a huge variety of questions and just types of questions, and it also had many questions that came in the sample paper, huge variety of illustrations, everything. So I prefer DK Goel. Later on in the year, you can buy some other sample paper book when you actually need to start prepping for your boards, which is usually around pre-boards, right? So then you can purchase any book you like, Arihant, Oswal. I had purchased again the DK Goel sample paper book, but personally speaking, I think the level was higher than in board. So maybe you want to try something else out. For eco, I had ID and macro, and for both, I only studied from Sandeep Garg all through the year. I think that book is perfect for board examination purposes. But a pro tip that I'll give you beforehand, and if you think that you will be able to score 95 plus, that is, if you have the time in during some vacation, like towards the end, like Durga Puja or the gap that you have in December before your pre-boards, try to go through the NCRT for ID, because one or two MCQs come in the board examinations that are exactly from NCRT. Like some line is given and they ask you for the answer. So you won't know the answer for it if you only study Sandeep Garg. And even though I don't have my board result yet, I know that I messed up one or two, because I had never read about that before. You might have seen that in 11th grade there was only one business studies book, but this year there is two, and the portion is vast. So there are two NCRT books, and trust me, you don't need any other book other than NCRT. Just fully Ratto NCRT. I personally speaking, you don't even need any sample paper book, because now only case based questions come. So you can't predict any question beforehand. It will 100% be unseen. So if you want to see if you're managing your time well and all of that, then you can get something like Oswal towards the end of the year. I had gotten Oswal sample paper for both eco and for both business studies, but I feel for business studies it did not really help. For applied mathematics, I know it's unbelievable. There is still no physical copy of the NCRT. I do have a soft copy, so if you want the link to that, comment down below. I'll put it in my description box. But most schools still offer an ML Agarwal, and the more books you solve for maths, the better it is. But the portion is so huge that usually people don't get to that. I did not, and I did not think that's necessary. But if you can solve RD Sharma or anything, then you should. But there is one book that I would totally recommend, especially towards the starting of the year. I got it 2 weeks before pre-board, so it wasn't as useful as it can be for you, and that is get a solutions book for ML Agarwal. Trust me, it is so good during exam season because it helps you practice. You can check the answers yourself, and many a times you don't have the time to practice and solve like right before a test or a weekly test. You can just go through the solutions, and because the questions are also given, you can go through the solutions. It can also be helpful to do some homework, because many a times they're teaching something at school that you haven't studied at home. so you have no idea what to do, so you just copy your friend's homework. So then you have a book to copy it from. I had also purchased an Oswald sample paper book for applied mathematics, but personally speaking, I did not like any of the Oswald books for any subject. Like, I had gotten it for all subjects other than accountancy, but I personally felt that the level was very high for some questions only, but it was higher than boards would ever ask you. And also, I found multiple errors in the back answers, which is very inconvenient because imagine solving an entire paper, going to the back, your answer being wrong, your confidence being shaken, and then having to look up the answer. For English, you only need Flamingo and Vistas. Trust me, there's no use of getting any guide. You can understand enough from reading the chapter. Towards the end, you can get sample paper books only to practice the writing part, like the letter writing, the report writing, the invitation making. That's really good practice. At the end of the day, the questions will definitely be unseen, but English is that subject that can really increase your score. So if you put in even a little effort, you can do well. Let's be real, how do you actually study all of this? So other than the tuition or coaching that you might be getting, that you might need, the YouTubers that I can recommend are the ones that I studied from also the year was actually only Rajat Arora for business studies, eco and accountancy. But I know there are other YouTubers as well, like Sunil Panda, and then there are teachers from PW, so many others, but different people suit different people. So you can, check out different videos towards the beginning of the year, and then you can start watching their videos. For English, I have this specific channel. I can't remember the name. I'll put it down here. But there are many illustration channels that make it like video, like those animated videos for the poetry section or even for the chapters. And I got stuck in a couple poems because I was absent when it was taught in school, like the roadside stand. So I understood it really well on those channels. So I would recommend the same to you. Putting tuition, coaching, YouTubers aside, you need to have a personal plan of how you will study each subject, like things you need to keep in mind. So I made a list of all the things I did do, and especially the things I wish I had done, and my year could have been really different, or the marks that I got could have been really different. For accountancy, you need to start following this from right about now for this plan to succeed. But the accountancy portion is huge. You need to maintain a very good pace from the very beginning, because all the very important chapters in accountancy are like towards the end in the part A, volume 2, and the part B, like accounting ratio, cash flow, then shares. So you complete that portion around November, December, but then you immediately have pre-boards. So you never get to clarify it properly. I had to keep moving forward. The other subject with a huge portion is applied maths. Now, the portion is deceptive, trust me. It seems like there are only 14 chapters, that's doable. It's not. My portion was not over until after pre-board. From coming from a person who did stay consistent throughout the year, who did not take too many breaks, the portion is pretty big. There's a chapter 7 called integrals. It has 14 exercises, and those 14 exercises are like 14 chapters like in itself. And somehow again, the most like the bigger chapters are towards the end. The more like marks scoring chapters are towards the end. So you need to maintain a good pace so that you can finish it, understand it, so you can score good marks from that side as well. Eco was my absolute favorite subject back in 11th grade, but in 12th grade, I felt like my bubble completely burst because macro became really, really difficult. Like micro and macro, not the same. Macro is a little bit more tricky because the types of numericals are more difficult. So there's the first chapter that has numericals in macro is chapter number 4, national income. And when we started that, I was like ready to give up because when you study that chapter, you feel like, okay, I'm officially failing in eco. I got every question wrong in my half yearly related to that chapter. But I know for a fact that I got all of them right in my board examinations. Just watch a video of Rajat Arora, practice all the numericals in Sandeep Garg. Trust me, that chapter is really easy in reality. It just seems very difficult because of all the numbers. Then again, eco has the same problem, that is like all the difficult chapters, all the chapters that are very important are towards the end, so they are taught in school towards the end as well. The biggest example is chapter 7, 8, 9. I never understood those chapters because they were taught end of November when I was absent, and I struggled so much. I think I did horribly in my pre-board for eco, considering the fact that I loved it so much that I was ready to pursue it. And then I studied it so much. I watched so many videos, practiced so many numericals that I think my macro went so much better than ID in my actual board examinations. To understand ID is literally just, again, a lot of learning I have to do. So if you're good at learning, then you love this. I liked ID because I just learned up everything. But then if you're not good at learning, then I think you should follow whatever trick you follow to learn up BST. It's literally just learning up a lot of data. Business studies, like I said before, in class 12 is extremely lengthy. So one thing that you should ensure that you follow from the very beginning is, when the chapter is taught in class, just watch a video on it or just read it once, just once, because who actually focuses on business studies, right? If you don't do this, then the only thing that will happen is that towards the end, when the actual exam is taking place, you'll have like a full book or full two books to learn up for the first time, which is very difficult, pretty impossible. On a Sunday, just watch a video for like an hour or so. Since I promised some information about IP as well, I asked my friend for some information, for some advice, and what she said was that try to practice the PYQs, the sample papers, for both boards and for the exams, because most of the questions that do come are very similar to what have come before. Don't worry, don't believe me just yet. I'll put the audio of what she said. I did not quite understand what it means, but
you need to learn up things, and the only way you're gonna do well is if you learn up what the function of each thing is, what each thing does. Just learn it up and then you're good to go. So like, really, you just have to mug it up. And the book is, in my opinion, I find the book to be very useful. I hear from a lot of people that they don't like the book, but I really don't get it, because everything in the book is so well written and explained. You don't even need like an extra book for help.
I feel like this is going to be so helpful, but my friend also gave me this link where you can practice your SQL questions if you don't have it downloaded apparently. But that seems really helpful, and you can download Spider yourself and do all the questions, practice them before an exam. You should make notes of all the theory. I actually had friends who did survive on theory when they did not understand particular chapters. So make notes on theory, try to do well in that. That's pretty much the gist of it. In class, I think if you focus, you can do well in English, and I underlined all the very important lines in my book, but I wouldn't make any notes or something like that. Like, there are some difficult chapters like Indigo which have too much data, more data than I would appreciate in English. So I would just like underline some important words, important stuff that if you use, you will get marks for it. This is a general message for all the 12th graders out there. You need to chill out, you need to stop panicking. I wish someone had told this to me when I was in 12th grade, but I thought I needed to do well, because this was 12th grade, this is it, this is the end. You don't need to do well, you want to do well. There's a difference, because after you're done studying for boards, you realize that, oh my god, that did not matter. Now I have to study for CUET or for any other entrance exam within a month. Imagine your board exams as another one of your pre-boards before you have to give your actual entrance exams. Since I started talking about CUET and entrance exams, I'll just continue. When I started 12th grade, I was really worried that maybe this is the time you start studying for it and I just don't know about it. But chill out, you don't need to worry. You can start studying for your entrances after your board examinations, because the portion for at least CUET is more or less completely the same. You need to give exams in the same subjects, and the portion is the same unless they make changes like they did this year. Until last year, the portion for eco was macro along with a little bit of ID and a little bit of micro. But this year, they completely removed the ID book and added the macro book along with the full micro book. I remember nothing, so I'm really worried. But just because it happened for us does not mean it will happen for you. That is why studying for CUET beforehand is useless, because they changed the portion in like Feb when you have the paper in March. So we got to know that the portion changed just like a month ago or maybe less than that. So there's no use of studying for it. So keep in touch with your micro. That is the biggest lesson for today. If there is one thing that I think you can start studying for, then that is logical reasoning. Right now, summer vacation is coming up or any other long vacation. You can start watching short videos on logical reasoning, because not only does CUET want it, even if it doesn't, because you're not giving such a paper like maths or GT, I think, then other private colleges definitely want it. Almost all private colleges take an LR test, the logical reasoning test. Like right now, I'm wasting a lot of time, or I wasted a lot of time when I could have studied those topics. So do that. Also, one more recommendation that I'll give you from my side is that in 12th grade, try to apply for different competitions so that you collect a couple certificates, because almost all private colleges want you to submit some extracurricular activity that you did. So there are many competitions that keep coming up that even if you don't win, they'll give you a certificate for it. So it can be debate competitions, inter-school competitions, drawing competitions, anything that you can submit as proof of, something you did. And that is it for the video, guys. This is all that I could think of at the moment, all that I could write down. But if you have any more doubts, then totally comment down below. I will try to respond. And if you're from my school, then you can hit me up anytime you want to. And if you want more such videos, then comment down below. I'll totally be making them now that I'm relatively free, now that my boards are over. And I also have a commerce career options video idea in mind, so tell me if you would want that. But for now, this is it, and see you guys soon. Bye bye.